Hi! Today I'm going to use subtle spring colors to demonstrate my soft and pretty rose note card using the Stampin' Up! Forever Lovely stamp set. My soft and pretty rose note card is elegant in its simplicity. I'm Shelley Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 17 years I've been teaching others how to create their own hand-stamped smiles, so simple that you don't even need adhesive. Here's a closer view of the Forever Lovely stamp set I'll be using today for my soft and sweet rose note card. It's a beautiful two-step stamp set. And even though I won't be using these today, I wanted you to see that there are coordinating dies, the lovely Flowers Edgelets dies. And when you order the two of these together, using the special bundle item number I've listed right here, you'll save 10% on both. Both of these are from the 2019 Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog. And to make my two-step stamping even easier, I'm going to use the wonderful Stamparatus stamp positioning tool. So I've got the base here for my Stamparatus stamp positioning tool. It also comes with a couple plates, and I'll show you those in just a bit. My Forever Lovely card is so quick and easy to make that I want to show the steps of the Stamparatus for anyone who hasn't seen this wonderful tool in action. So my original card design was going to be on the Whisper White thick cardstock for a clean and simple card. This is cut to 4 1/4 by 11, and I wanted to stamp a border along the bottom. So you set it down, I was like, okay, that won't work. So I have two choices. I could bring it down here and stamp upside down, which that doesn't work for me. I really need to see what I'm doing. But because, look, we have these two open edges, just turn it around. And so now I can position it and stamp right where I want. And then you have the grids on here, so you can line up, right? And so you want to know where you lined it up, so you can do that every time. And then we need to hold it in place. And how we do that? Well, the Stamparatus comes with two super strong magnets, and they store neatly underneath. And if you're saying, Shelley, you said 2, I see 4. Well, that's because they're super strong, and even though I knew better, the very first time I used them, I let them hit each other and they broke into 4 pieces. Now, I like having 4 pieces. I could buy replacement magnets. Well, the truth is, I'd probably just break those too. But sometimes it's really handy to have a small magnet. So now I'm trying to keep them separate. And I'm not saying they're going to stay that way. They may hit each other. What I find easiest is just slide to get these off. Okay, there we go. Well, there. Somebody said to put washi tape around it. I put a lot of washi tape. That didn't work. What worked for me was just some painter's tape. Okay, so we're using this like this. All right. And so then we'll just use the magnets to hold that in place. Okay, so this setup is when you're using a red rubber stamp set like the new Wonderful Romance Cling stamp set. And look, you've got your red rubber and then the foam. And the clear mount stamp sets are the same way, the red rubber and the foam. And you place your stamp on there. Like I said, this setup is for that. But today I'm using the Forever Lovely stamp set, and it's a photopolymer stamp set. So the photopolymer is the material of the stamp, and it's clear, we can see through it, but we don't have the foam. So we need to build this up. I find it easiest just to slide those magnets. So what you do instead, this comes with a Stamparatus. You've got this foam mat. Like, okay, great, I've got that built up, but I just lost my grid lines. Aha! This is an optional purchase, but one you'll absolutely want. Look at this, the grid paper. It's double-sided, so you'll get a lot of use out of these. You get 100 sheets, I believe, in the pack. And so now we're all set. Well, you know how it goes as you're designing, right? You change your mind, and that's what I did. I changed my mind and thought, ooh, I think I would like this better on the Whisper White note cards and envelopes. And this is Whisper White thick cardstock as well. And so it's really great for a card base that'll stand up, and it can handle the weight. And it's going to save a lot of time because they're already cut to size and scored for me. And then of course you have an envelope that's a perfect fit. So now all I need to do is fold this, and what I like to do is line up the two edges. And then, oops, that's not lined up. There we go, let's line that up. Okay, and then take your bone folder, because I want a nice crisp fold. And if it's nice and crisp, it tends to lay better for me. Oh, look how nice and flat that is. Good for stamping on, because I'm going to be stamping right on here. I believe I said this card has no adhesive. So here, look what I did. I went ahead and marked where I wanted my card to go so I didn't have to think about it every time. So here I have that corner, and then I'm going to use the magnets to hold this in place, and it can go through that foam. Look at that. And you know, if I put a magnet where it shouldn't be, no big deal. I can just move them. So let's go ahead. I know I'm going along that bottom, so there we go. And then I want to show you how you place the stamps, because a lot of times they have it all set up to save time. So here's the Wishing You a Lovely Day, and this is one of the stamps in the Forever Lovely stamp set. And you place it right where you want it, clean, of course. And I always start with scrap paper to get everything all set up. Okay, so what I'm doing, I want to make sure that it's straight going across and pretty even from side to side, like that. So then you come with your plate, and look, it's hinged, and it goes right in here. There we go. And you close it on there, and it clings to this beautifully. So now it's going to be right where I want it every time. How slick is that? And so for my soft spring color, one of them, I'm using the Petal Pink Classic Stampin' Pad. We're going to pick this up, slide it in, quick swipe on my stamping sleeves in case I got some ink on me opening that up, because I certainly don't want to smudge this. There's nothing to cover it up because I'm not using any layers today. So we're inking this all up, and then we'll go ahead and close and then press down. Now what I love about this is if I don't do a great job, no big deal, because I can just put it right back, because it's going to go right where I want it every time. Ooh, look at that. This isn't quite as much as I'd like. So let's go ahead, finish. And you know, sometimes I want a really deep image. And you know, if you layer on top of each, well, let's just go ahead and do it. I'll show you. If you just keep layering the same color, it gets darker and darker, yet you still have the color that you want, just a deeper tone. Isn't that cool? And with a Stamparatus, you can do that. If you're trying to freehand that, oh, you'd have to be really good and probably waste a lot of cardstock. So look how deep that is compared to my beautiful flowers. All right, so let's go ahead and close this. A little push here, pull in that lip, and click, and a quick swipe on my stamping sleeves, because I tend to pick up ink from all sorts of places and then smudge my cards. So my stamping sleeves prevent that. And I'll have a link under the video if you'd like to read more about that and where you can pick it up and start smudging your cards too. So here's my second plate, and I do have this all set up, but you saw how to do that for the second step. And this time I'm going to use the beautiful soft seafoam. Same idea, pick that up. Okay, and let's ink this up. Oh, love this set. All right, and close that right on there. So let's just press everywhere. A wonderful tool for the two-step stamping and for when you're doing multiples. And greetings, you know how you'll do a greeting? It's the last thing you do, right? And you get it crooked. Like, oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Well, you can use your Stamparatus and make sure it's nice and straight before you even use it. Look at that. The leaves and stems go right in between. Oh my goodness. Soft and pretty. Let me show you about this. You don't store this with both of those plates on there. Look at that hinge. You're going to break them. So you just take them off when you're done and store them on top. Of course, put your magnets back underneath. Okay. And so then we are almost done. Oh my goodness. Look, I told you, seriously, quick and easy, but so elegant in its simplicity. And so we have our coordinating envelope. So let's bring back the Petal Pink ink pad again. Pick this up, slide, quick swipe, and this is another one of the stamps in the Forever Lovely stamp set. How about we have a coordinating envelope? Just stamp in the corner here. And there we go. My goodness. Soft and pretty rose note card with the Forever Lovely stamp set. If you'd like to make my soft and pretty rose note card, all the supplies are listed below the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. When you place your February 2019 Stampin' Up! Order of $25 or more with me, I'm going to send you one of my soft and pretty rose note cards. So get on over now to my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.